Hi physiotherapy students, Melissa Salmon here from Physiomentor. Look, today I want to talk to you about our new program at Physiomentor that is directed at physiotherapy students that want to step into a private practice role when they graduate. Here's the thing, is that more and more physiotherapy graduates are graduating and stepping straight into a private practice as their first career choice. Now, a few years ago, this wasn't the case. And I know when I graduated, it was expected that you would go into the public health system model and then you would leave there and go into a private practice. But we have less public health system jobs available to us, so therefore the demand is in private practice, and that's why we're starting to see this changing trend. Now, the frustration of private practice owners is that physiotherapy graduates are just really not ready for a private practice environment. There's a lot of facets in regards to working in a business environment that are not trained or taught at university. Now, this is not the university's fault whatsoever. They have a jam-packed undergraduate curriculum that the main aim is to provide us with a well-rounded physiotherapist in many facets of the profession. But we need to bridge the gap between a physiotherapy student and stepping into a private practice, because it's very hard for graduates to fast track and change their mindset early on when they step into a very busy private practice, and they often get overwhelmed, frustrated, and some may even leave the profession because they just feel so overwhelmed starting in a busy private practice. So we have devised the Student to Private Practitioner program. We want to intercept this program very early on in your fourth year of being a physiotherapy student, so that by the time you graduate, you are well and truly ready to be a successful private practitioner. And you will stand out from the rest of your fellow colleagues, because this is what private practice owners are really crying out for. The program involves 6 online modules that you can do at any time and anywhere. However, the modules need to be done before you do the one-day virtual workshop. The reason we've decided to do a one-day virtual workshop for students is that, once again, it's convenient. You can do it anywhere and you can do it at any time. So you could be on your private practice placement and this would coincide really nicely. The reason we haven't made it a course or a day that you need to travel somewhere to complete it is because students in their final year could be anywhere on placements, so it's very hard to capture everybody, and we wanted to make it really accessible for every student despite where they are in Australia, whether it be rural and remote or in a city. So this is the best way to do it. What we offer in these modules and in the virtual workshop is really giving you the stepping stone into private practice and bridging those skills that you really need. So things like dealing with work cover clients and the process that happens there, dealing with DVA clients and what they are entitled to, NDIS, it could be transition care programs, all those additional insurers that you may have to deal with in a private practice can be quite overwhelming. So we let you know all of those processes before you start. We also discuss setting up a really good resume to win the job as a private practitioner, and we go through the interview process that you can expect from private practice owners and what they're looking for. So we really give you the inside view and give you a head start. We also discuss things like KPIs, which you may never have heard of, but KPIs stand for Key Performance Indicators. And once you step into a business model, these will be the measures of accountability for you as a graduate. So you need to know what the expectations are for you in private practice and how you can achieve those markers. We'll also discuss performance appraisals and employer expectations. Next, probably the biggest thing we focus on in the program is your language and communication for private practice, and also your ability to sell, whether that be sell yourself or sell stock or sell your treatment plan to a patient, as well as customer service. Because all of these things are very important combination in being a private practitioner. You cannot step into a private practice and be completely clinically minded because you will not succeed. You'll have an empty appointment book. You must balance your clinical knowledge with the business skills. And unfortunately at this point in time, as a student, you lack the business skills. So this is really where we're going to focus all of the energy on the program. As part of the program, you also get access to the Physiomentor Graduate Learning Portal, and this is for the lifetime of you being a student. So obviously the earlier that you register for this program, the longer you have access to this portal. And the portal also includes a weekly email that has some really great strategies for a graduate stepping into private practice. You also have access to our exclusive Physiomentor community, which brings together like-minded graduates, also private practices that are really looking to hire graduates within their business, and also physio mentors. You will have contact with your physio mentor for the life of the program, so that if you have any queries or concerns, you can clear them up. And lastly, probably one of the most important features of the Student to Private Practitioner program is that once you have finalised the program, we will be profiling you on our recruitment hub. And that has access to the graduates that have completed the program, but also the private practices that are looking to hire graduates within their business. They are some of the best private practices because they really put a lot of time and effort into their graduate training and development, and they already implement a Physiomentor graduate development program within their businesses. So we know that if you get a job with these practices, you'll be very, very looked after in your first year as a physiotherapy graduate. And this is ideally what you're really looking for in your first job. Money will come in the future, but really the basics and the foundation of your career starts in your first year. So choosing wisely with your first job is so important. So the investment in this program to start your career will really start you off on the right foot and skyrocket your success in private practice, and really let you enjoy your first year as a graduate and the learning process, and not be overwhelmed and frustrated and potentially even leave the profession because it's not what you expected. If you're interested in reading more on the Student to Private Practitioner program, then you should head over to our website at www.physiomentor.biz, and we look forward to working with you.